Hi everyone, Kyle Goebel here from Luxe Auto Lounge. Today we're going to be talking about vehicle protection, rust protection. You know, as many of you may know who deal with us already, we are a rust check dealer. So we offer rust check. It is the most premium product in the marketplace, and that's sort of building off of their 41-year history in the industry. Major advantage of rust check is the products that we use, the process, everything is, again, for the benefit of your vehicle. So if you're the type of client that, you keep your vehicle for a while, or you like to keep your car in great shape, rust-free and all that sort of thing, then absolutely rust check is something you're going to want to have applied to your vehicle every 12 months as we and Rust Check recommend it. So there's a couple different products, like I said, that we use on the vehicle. The first one is an inhibitor type fluid, so that is used to kind of creep into all the tight body seams, inner body panels, that kind of thing. And the second product, which is the major advantage that we have in the marketplace with Rust Check, is that we use a non-drip gel product. It's called Coat and Protect. So that is sprayed on the underside, protects the floor pan, fuel, brake lines. We do the wheel wells with it as well, so that you get complete and total protection, unlike some other products in the marketplace where they use just one product. And unfortunately, from what we've seen, and given our lovely Canadian climate that we have, it's just not enough to ensure proper protection, especially to the underside of the vehicle, which again is the one that is most exposed to road salt and all that sort of foreign material and debris and that kind of thing. So moving along, the application process, so us at Luxe Auto Lounge, we do things in a certain way. So we start off with the underside of the vehicle, actually. And some of you might be thinking, well, geez, wouldn't you start off with the top? No, the reason why we start with the bottom is that in most cases, vehicles have plugs in the rocker moldings so that we can actually access the underside and the rockers when we have the car on the lift on the underside. That basically eliminates the need of drilling holes, which typically we require for the top side on body panels and that kind of thing, so that we're actually creating fewer access points in the vehicle than absolutely necessary. So the car goes up on the lift, our technicians inspect to make sure that there's no foreign material, mud, debris, that kind of thing in the wheel wells or in the underside. If there is, then we pressure wash and clean that, so that main point there is that the application is done properly, correctly, thorough, and the product has a clean surface to sort of adhere to. Obviously, it doesn't do anyone any good if we're applying the product and the car has mud or debris and that kind of thing on the underside. So we first apply the Rust Check inhibitor fluid in all the frame rails, channels, all the sort of little tight cavities there and pockets more or less that moisture tends to like to accumulate. One thing you do have to remember is that Rust Checked vehicle that is free of corrosion and that sort of thing on the underside will be more structurally intact. If you're ever in a collision, that sort of thing, it'll hold up a lot better. So that is one of the other advantages of having the Rust Check applied on an annual basis, not just the appearance, but also maintaining the structural integrity of the vehicle. So we apply the inhibitor fluid in all those areas. The second part of the treatment on the underside, that is, we apply the Rust Check Coat and Protect non-drip gel. So spray that in the underside, we protect again all the fuel lines, brake lines, floor pan, which is the critical component there, and then we lower the vehicle and we apply the inhibitor fluid in all the sort of wheel well seams, that kind of thing, and then we apply the gel product, the Coat and Protect, in the wheel wells themselves. So it ensures complete and total protection of the underside and wheel well components of the vehicle. So once the vehicle comes back on the ground, we have a look at the vehicle in terms of, if there's any rust or anything like that. And certainly on a new car, you wouldn't have anything, but, if on a older vehicle, we make a note of that in the work order so that you know if there's any areas of concern that you need to have a look at. But again, assuming the vehicle is brand new and we're doing an application, we do the engine bay, so all the the shock towers get done, the battery tray, battery terminals, the ABS module, inner hood seam, all the critical areas, again, where rust and corrosion typically will start on a vehicle. We also do have to create a few access points, so we do drill a few holes in the door panels typically, and the rear quarter panels, and sometimes the trunk lid, depending on the vehicle. Now, we need to do this so that we can ensure proper application of the product in the inner body panels of the vehicle. I mean, you can try doing it without, but it is our opinion, and certainly Rust Check, that this is just not enough to ensure proper protection of the critical areas and inner panels of the vehicle. So we need to do that. So we apply the fluid inside all those areas so that there's, again, proper and total protection. Again, the holes afterwards, we do have a product that we apply. It's a dressing. So we apply that, then we plug them so that there's never any issue with those. And to be honest, most clients don't even notice that those are there. They look so factory in the sense that they're supposed to be there. But we want to make sure that the job is done correctly. Another thing we also do too at Luxe Auto Lounge, this is kind of one of our exclusive things. We do apply a silicone-based sealant type product to all the weather stripping so that there's no issue with it absorbing the Rust Check after the application. Because one thing you do have to remember is that weather strip is quite a porous material, so we'll want to kind of absorb any foreign liquids or that kind of thing. So we prevent that by spraying that product on there. After the Rust Check application, we also wash the vehicle, so our technicians will wash the outside, make sure there's no overspray on the vehicle. We also wipe the door panels, the brake and fuel pedals as well, just to ensure that everything is good there. dealing with us as well, you get a reminder every 12 months when your vehicle is due. So we send you an email notification. A lot of clients are opting for that these days, so we definitely want to make sure that you're getting the car back in on time, get it sprayed, and that it's properly protected. A lot of clients ask too, when should I be applying the rust check? Well, really, you can apply it any time of year. It doesn't really make a big difference. It's not as if the product is less effective sprayed on at this time of year or the other. We can certainly get it done, but most people do it in the fall, kind of align it with their tire changeover to put the winter tires on, take the summer tires off, that kind of thing. So it can be applied, long story short, in any time of the year. It doesn't really make a difference there. We do get some questions too. Sometimes clients will ask, is this the kind of rust protection I should need or have in my vehicle, or do I need this, or I have this kind of product, or what's the difference between this? Well, really the simple answer is, again, Rust Check is the most premium product in the marketplace. We have many different advantages over the competition. Again, we do get questions about like electronic module or that type of rust protection. And again, we do recommend the Rust Check above all else, especially like the tars, waxes, all those kind of products you would see at like a new vehicle dealership. Again, the Rust Check does outperform a lot of those, and it is the product that we have aligned ourselves with here at Luxe Auto Lounge, and that, all of us here, we spray our own vehicles with Rust Check. That is the confidence that we place in the product. So that should tell you something as well. So, if you're wondering, does my vehicle have any rust protection on it, or should I put something on it? The car maybe is, 10 years old and you want to get a few more years out of it, then absolutely, I would suggest spraying it. If it saves you 24 or 36 months worth of car payments, it's definitely something worth looking at and something that'll create a little bit of value for you. So if you're in the area, pop on by. One of us can take a look at your vehicle for you, give you a few ideas in terms of what the cost might be to spray it, if it's worth doing. In most cases, it certainly is, and we'd be happy to help you. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you soon.